Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So it's Monday night. It's time to meet up, y'all. How's everybody doing? Hope you guys are doing well. I am doing well. I feel really good in my spirit, and I am not sure why. I mean, I'm on this side of glory, so that should be good enough. But when I came home today, I was feeling a little bit tired, but I feel somehow rejuvenated in my spirit. Praise the Lord. I just wanted to come and chat with you guys a little bit tonight, let you know a few things that are happening in our lives, some of my favorites, some things I don't like too much, and then maybe kind of a preview of our summer. So grab your coffee, of which I don't have any. That's a hint. That's a little hint. They're not getting a hint. Grab your coffee. Let's chit chat. So, today's June 5th, and I had an appointment today to get my MRI done for my knee. So if you have been following me for a little while, you do remember that about 8 weeks ago, I was doing Taekwondo, and right at the end of a kickboxing class, I kicked, and I knew something in my knee just wasn't so good. So over the last 8 weeks, I've had intermittent swelling, lots of swelling. Intermittent pain, sitting or laying or not moving, or sometimes walking, squatting, anything like that can bring on some unexpected pain in places. So I was talking with my doctor, and she referred me to the ortho. I went over to ortho. They referred me to physical therapy. And then my doctor called to follow up and just see how the knee was doing. And so I told her it still was swelling a little. So she said, well, let's go ahead and do an MRI. So the MRI was scheduled for today, and I was actually supposed to go to ortho tomorrow, but the results won't be in for, I think the technician said 2 days, and I went at the latter part of the day. So I'm thinking Thursday, Wednesday late or Thursday at the earliest, it would be ready to be read. So I canceled my appointment for tomorrow. They just told me to call back because I don't want to have to pay a copay, which is a pretty steep copay, to go there and not have the results of the MRI. And a lot of people were asking me, are you claustrophobic? Have you ever had an MRI before? I've never had an MRI before. But when I went in for the consultation right before they took me for the procedure, the lady was telling me with the new machine, I didn't have to get my whole body in, and it didn't send me head first. It sent me feet first. So I was probably, I'd say up to about here into the machine with the lower part of my body. They put, like a little contraption on my leg. Took about 30 minutes. It didn't take overly long. And then I had, some earbuds in, where I could listen to music. But I pretty much just laid there, closed my eyes, and really just tried to take a nap. I guess if I had gone in with the whole head, I might have felt a little bit different than I did. But I prayed as people were telling me how the experience was. I just prayed, and I believe that I got the peace of the Lord over it. I didn't have any angst. I wasn't jittery or nervous or anything. And I just prayed ahead of time. I said, Lord, I don't know what this is going to be like. Help me to get through it. And God is faithful every time, and He helped me to definitely get through it, even to the point where I didn't have to put my head in. Because somebody was like, well, the thing's going to be, your face is going to be right here, and are you claustrophobic? And I was like, no. But I didn't even have to go that far. It went, like I said, just to about here, down, and I went in leg first, feet first. 30 minutes, it was done. Prayerfully, those results will be in Wednesday, Thursday at the latest, and we'll see where we go from there. So that was that. School is out on Friday, y'all. It's time to have a party somewhere. We're tired. The kids are tired. The teachers are tired. We just need a break. And that's one of the reasons that I like about teaching is I like having that long length of a break. I like the Christmas break. I like spring break. I like intermittent days off during the year for holidays. And I really do appreciate that, it's like 8 to 9 weeks that we get off, because during that time I am strictly 100% and solely a stay-at-home mom. And I love doing things with my kids. I've got some house projects and things planned. We'll be doing a lot in the house, probably do some summer vlogs. And we're just going to take day trips to go places. We're going to go down to South Carolina and visit a little. We're going up to Maryland. Mom will not get to go, but the kids are going to go with their aunt and their uncle to the African American Museum in DC. And that's going to be so exciting. Uncle called and said, hey, I got tickets for the kids. And I'm like, yay, because we were trying to get tickets online and we could not get any. It was just booked out so far. So he said, we're going to take the kids. And I was like, oh, I'm so thankful for that. Got a little bit of light traveling happening. I have a work trip at the end of this month. I have a work trip in July. And then I have a work week. They're actually, which is really good for us, they're actually giving us a paid staff development week, which normally we don't get. And it's going to be 5 days of staff development before we go back to school. So I think it's the first week of August. I've already signed up, and they're going to pay us our daily rate for that week that we go. So that kind of be like a little bit of a bonus, because if you watch my budget video, you know that I do not get paid in the months of June and July, and I only get paid the end of August when we start back at school. So, you know, you're going into summer without really a paycheck, unless you make arrangements to have them draw money out of your check every month, and then you'll get what's called summer share, which is what I do. So anyway, let me share with you some of my favorites and things that I'm enjoying right now. I'm not starting a new book. I showed this book to you guys before in another Monday night meetup, but I read some of it. I actually got it from the library, but then I was on Thrift Books, which if you have not shopped thriftbooks.com, I would definitely suggest you go up there. I think you have to buy like $10 or $15 and you get free shipping. And I think books are like $3 and some change. They're not expensive at all. At least the books I've gotten. I've got some homeschool books from there, and then just a couple books that I like. And this is the book that I have just started reading again. This is by Priscilla Shirer. It's called Life Interrupted: Navigating the Unexpected. And I am really just enjoying it. I just opened it back up last night. I'm already on page 23. I mean, I'm just getting into it, and it follows the story of Jonah, who Jonah had his life already together, and God just interrupted his plan and sent him to Nineveh. And that is very reminiscent of how we are. We have our life plan worked out, and God just throws a monkey wrench in there, or allows things to happen that the plan doesn't work out the way we thought it would or should. So I'm excited to get into this book. And this was when I read this, it was amazing. It was like, for since the world began, no ear has heard and no eye has seen a God like you, who works for those who wait for him. And that's Isaiah 64:4 from the New Living Translation. And I just opened that, and it was like, you know what? That's so true. Nobody has seen God, and he works for those of us who wait on him. We're waiting patiently. Sometimes it's not always, it doesn't look the best in our waiting process, but those of us who wait on the Lord, he's working for us. He's working for us behind the scenes. He's working for us in front of the scenes. He's working in and through us, even when we don't know the full plan he has for us. And I've already set my plans, and he said, no, this is not kind of what we want to do. We want to do this. And so I'm excited to read this. If you are in a season where you thought you were going to go this way and God's taking you over here, you know, this may be a good read for you, just to really figure out how to be patient in the process. There are so many nuggets in here. I can't even find a place really to just share, because there's so many nuggets. I may do a little bit of sharing just on this in a different setting. But anyway, this is the book that I am reading right now and loving it. The Thursday night ladies group, if you've joined us, thank you so much. If you haven't joined us, consider doing so. The number to the call-in line is always in the description box. We meet every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless there is a holiday, and then we do not meet. But we have formed one of the tightest bonds in such a short amount of time. The Lord spoke to me back in 2014, and he said, return to your first love. And that's how the ministry that I do was birthed. It's called First Love Ministries, and I believe that the Lord gave me that in July of 2014. I go and I speak in places where I'm asked to speak, but my main ministry is on the conference line with the ladies. And I will share a little bit of my story at some point about my love for the ladies. It didn't always start out that way. I won't share that now, but I will share that, and how the Lord turned such a horrible situation in my past. He turned it around and gave me such a heart. The Bible says he'll take out the stony heart and give us a heart of flesh. And there was some stone concerning women in my life. There were just some key people, or not people, but key events in my life that had me very hardened towards women. And God came in and he took that stony heart out, and he gave me a heart of flesh. And the more I would spend time in his word and spend time with God, this group of people that I really did not like for various reasons, God gave me, he totally flipped it, because where I had such a strong dislike for them, my heart really is pulled towards women now. Like, I really love women and helping us figure out our role in the home, and our role in the workplace, and our role as friends and sisters, and loving one another, and how to encourage each other. And that's the work of the Lord. So that group meets every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we just get into the Word. We're actually doing a study of the book of James. We've been doing that since the very first Thursday in January, and we just committed to do it until we were done. We are now coming into chapter 5, and we're doing a commentary by Warren Wiersbe, and just really digging in and picking out the scriptures in James 5. Our next book is going to be this book right here. Let me grab it down. It's called Friends for Keeps, and this is by Deborah White Smith. I also got this from Thrift Books. So this is building relationships that last a lifetime, and we're going to focus on women's relationships, on friendships. Who are your sister friends? Who are your people who are not really related but really are closer than your brother? Jesus, I remember there's a story in the Bible where Jesus was at a particular person's house, and someone came to him and he said, your mother and your brother are outside knocking on the door and they want you. And he said, who are my mother and my brothers? Those who do the will of the Father. And so sometimes we have relationships that are closer than our biological relationships through whatever reason that it happened that way. It's just how it happened. Now, that doesn't negate blood, so I'm not saying that, but we want to learn how to build and keep long-lasting relationships. A really good friend of mine, we actually have been friends for 19 years. We met on the same day that we first started a brand new job together. We sat at the same table. It was just happenstance, and really it was really a God ordained thing. We sat at the same table during orientation, and we just met. We found out we were working at the same school. And we have been fast friends ever since. We don't live anywhere near each other. We live about 4 hours apart. And we've just been friends since. She's helped me raise my kids. I was with her when she had her daughter later in life. She was a later mom. They've helped me move. I mean, her and when she was married to her husband, her husband and my ex-husband and I, we were all BFF, really good friends. And when those relationships did not work out, we still remained, she and I remain really good friends. Every time they come down to the beach, her and her daughter, we get together at least one day to see each other and just chit chat. And it's like nothing ever, there is no time lapse since we've been together. She posted on Facebook yesterday that she got proposed to by her friend she's been seeing now for quite some time. She's been divorced for a while, so now she is getting married on New Year's Eve, and I was so excited for her. But that friendship has always been solidified. I've got good friends, but I've always considered her my best friend, and we don't see each other every day. We see each other once a year, but we formed something that was a God thing, and it just lasted. So that's what we're going to be studying for the next study. It's probably going to be about another 2 weeks before we actually start Friends for Keeps. So if you haven't joined in, please do. Don't feel pressure to like you got to come every week. You don't feel pressure like you have to ever say anything. We do have silent partners. They just kind of sit and listen. They keep coming back, so praise God. Maybe at some point they'll want to interchange, and a lot of times I'll just share, but I'm always asking them. I want to pull out of them what they got out of the study. Don't just take my word for it. What is God saying to you? And so that has been great for us. So Thursday nights are like my fave. If you haven't been, we do invite you. The number is down in the description box. Okay. A few things. Remember last week on the Tuesday Talk, I told you that one of my subscribers has just been so amazing, and I have no idea how this happened or came about, or what prompted it, but I'm so very thankful that it did. But they actually have paid for a couple of subscriptions to just show up in my P.O. box. I didn't ask for those, but it's been great, and I've enjoyed everything that I've gotten so far. Like I said, I usually just stand at the register while I'm checking out, and I kind of read the stories real quick and then put them back because they're expensive. I'm like, ooh, I don't have that money to pay for that right now. So I'm not a paying member of Weight Watchers. I'm simply following what I feel like is the Weight Watchers program, the Smart Points program that is go out right now. And so I don't have the benefit of going to meetings, or all I can find is what's online and what's free. So I was so surprised to see this come in the mail. This is the Weight Watchers magazine, and this is the one for May and June of 2017. And so I'm going to leaf through this, and it has recipes. This is a salmon. Ooh, that looks good. Different stories, people sharing their stories. This page talks about fit and fabulous, different outfits you can use to go work out in or swim in. Just a bunch of success stories, different things to help me, those of us who face food choice decisions every day and find it difficult. This right here is going to be, it's just been one of those resources that I really truly do love, and it helps me. Another one that came today was this Bon Appetit. This is a food magazine. It talks about ribs, chops, clams, and kebabs, and much more. So I'm excited to dig through this and see what kind of recipes I can find. Most recipes now that I'm finding, I'm trying to make them Weight Watcher friendly. And so I will tweak some things just to make it lower in smart points for myself. So I can't wait to get into this one and begin to really just kind of devour this. This is one that I purchased myself because I really love their story. I want to go to Waco, Texas, just so I can go to Magnolia. But I love the Magnolia Magazine, Chip and Joanna Gaines. I love her style. I love Fixer Upper. I love their family story. It just gives me so much hope of what the Lord can do in someone's life. And I love their farmhouse. I've always wanted to live in a farmhouse. I've wanted to live on a ranch forever, and I don't know why. I'm like Southern country in my soul. I really am. But I love this one. This is their summer series where they're doing the little movie night out with their kids. I mean, I love doing this stuff with my kids, and I'm going to do some things. I remember sharing with somebody how I survived a lot. I never really lived my life. I was sharing this with my nutritionist when we were talking about 2017 being my year. And what I want to do now is I want to live. I've survived all my life. A lot of bad stuff happened to me. A lot of bad stuff. But now that God is bringing me out and has brought me out of a lot of things. I just want to live. I want to live. I want to enjoy life. I want to enjoy my kids and this home God has given us, our yard. The little neighbor guy came over and he's mowing the yard. And I'm just looking at all of the wonder and the beautifulness that God has given us. And he didn't have to do that, but he did. And it's like, Shakema, you can live in this house, or you can stay in this house and never live. I'm going to get, as my finances get a little bit better, some rocking chairs for the front porch, and I want to do a patio set in the backyard, and I want to do a tree house for the kids and a swing set, just things I never had growing up. And I want to make this a place that they love to be in. So I love the Magnolia Magazine. These are my favorite. I love the people because I love to read the stories. I did not realize that Zach and Tori from Little People Big World had gotten married. I knew they were, you know, dating on the show. I haven't seen the show in so long, but they just had a little baby. That's awesome. And then reading about Jennifer Garner. I know when she did the movie, I can't remember the name of the movie now, but I think she really found a relationship with the Lord, and so she's going through some changes in her life and her marriage, and she's, you know, newly single at 45, and you know, that's got to be tough for you to try to find your way after all this time being with someone. And I love reading people's stories. I love people. I love to just see what people are going through, and you know, pray for them if that's what the Lord lays on my heart. I just love doing that. So those are the magazines. It's just a couple. I'm sure I have several more, but I only wanted to highlight just a few of those. Going back to subscriber gifts, thank you. This is they pulled a blitz on us, y'all. A super double blitz, which is 3 days of super doubles, which coupons up to $2 value will double. So $2 coupons double to $4. And I've gotten just so many coupons in the mail. I've been able to get just 1 or 2 little free items. I purposefully, because of the budget situation, did not go to Super Doubles. Normally, I would have been at Super Doubles at 5:30 yesterday morning when it started. I would have been there today, and I'm going tomorrow because that's how I do Super Doubles. But for some reason, I just didn't feel pressed in my spirit about it. It was like, no, we're good. We really have some things that we're good on, but there were a few coupons that I could get free, absolutely 100% free stuff, and I picked up 1 or 2 of those yesterday when I just happened to run by there. But I didn't feel pressed because Wednesday the new sales roll, and so those coupons will help for this week's grocery haul. And I still have my envelopes with my money in them. I'm feeling real good about that. And but the coupons help us so much. They really, really do. And I know people's like, you know, do you really need all that stuff? No, I don't. But I was watching Kimmy from She's in Her Apron, and she was doing a video on her food room. And I think it's so important to have enough, and not just enough for my family, but I like to be able to invite people over. And when people come over, I can't always stop somewhere and pick something up, but I know that I have food in my pantry, and I can say, hey, you know, I'm inviting them over. I can cook what I want, but I like to put together things, you know, be creative and have enough, because normally I will invite half the church over. It's just a Sunday. We're doing nothing. You're more than welcome to come over, but I want to have a little bit of this and a little bit of that for everybody. So that's why I get quite a few things when I go through Super Doubles. And then, you know, if somebody is in need of food, I want to be able to always say, hey, let's go out to the pantry and see, you know, see what we got. I've had people come over and say, hey, do you have an extra box of feminine items? If it's hard to buy food, you definitely have a trouble buying the feminine items, or even personal body washes and stuff like that. People struggle, and when they struggle in one area, I'm about food before I'm thinking about this other thing over here. Even though it's just as important, it's equally important, I don't have it because I got to think about this. So I like to keep things in my pantry for people if they have an emergency or they just couldn't make ends meet this week. So I do that. Thank you. I wanted to show you guys this because this was so awesome. So one of my subscribers, her name is That Chick T, messaged me, and she was like, I want to bless you. You have blessed my life. I think she found me maybe from the budgeting, And she said, I found this lady on Etsy, and I want to bless you with a set of envelopes for your cash envelope system. And I said, that's awesome. You don't have to do that. She said, no, I want to do it. So get you a set of envelopes. And the lady's name is Mom Needs a Clone. And I'll put her, see if you can see that. Mom Needs a Clone. I'll put that in the description box, her information. And look at this pretty packaging, y'all. This is what the package came in. It came wrapped in pink flamingos. Isn't that pretty? She's out of Illinois. She does have a YouTube channel, and she does have an Etsy shop. And I'll try to link all that in the description, unless I forget, y'all. I try not to forget. Sometimes I do. But I've just been getting envelopes from the bank. Like, hey, can I get a few extra envelopes? And they're kind and do it for me, no problem. But look at these, y'all. Okay, y'all. Look at these. Look at this one. It has little lipsticks on the bottom. And it says smack. Let me see. They're laminated. It says, oh, makeup. Best makeup. They're laminated. She laminated them. So I'm going to just cut the edges around to make it curvy. They're long, about the length of a dollar bill or your bills. They're a little bit longer and very wide. So you'll be able to get your monies in there really easily. But I've got lipsticks. That one is so pretty. This one is eyelashes and nail polish. I hate that glare. Sorry, y'all. This one is all lipsticks, the gold foil. Look at that. How pretty. This one is shoes. It says Shoe Addict, y'all. This one is bobby pins and hair brushes. And then these are makeup brushes here. You can see that. This one as well. Makeup brushes. Perfume. I think I got 10 in the set. 9. I think 9 came in this set. And then just these are nail polishes. So these are so awesome and amazing and so beautiful, and I just love them. And I'm going to just put labels on them. I will put labels on the top here that says groceries week 1, groceries week 2, and then I'll just be able to use these and recycle these, because normally I don't take my envelopes out of the house unless it's one I'm using for that day. I do keep them locked up, so I'll have these when I'm ready to stuff my monies that I have cash for. So I was just blessed by that. She didn't have to do that. It was not necessary, but I am amazingly blessed. I had another subscriber from Tennessee send me the low-fat supermarket shopper's guide. They know I'm doing my Weight Watchers, and so they sent that low-fat shopper's guide, and I was impressed because when you open this, it tells you, like for bread, it'll tell you the total fat, saturated fat, total carbs, total calories, fibers, and sodiums, and then what the serving sizes are. So if I find myself out somewhere or I'm not real sure, I can always go back and look at this little guide. It's small enough to go in my purse, so I just throw it in. And somebody had a question on one of my what I ate for dinner, what I ate for my 30 smart points, about why veggies ended up being some points, and then I said they were free. Well, a lot of times what I'm trying to do now is scan everything, every package. So I had gotten some broccoli and some cauliflower. It was a steamable bag, and I'm not sure if they use some kind of generic oils or butter, and I didn't see it. It doesn't say butter sauce because I tried to get it just plain, but I scanned it and it did scan out for 1 smart point for 2/3 cup. However, sometimes, and I'm finding this by following different YouTubers, the nutritional information is not right in there. So always make sure you check the nutritional information, because something could be off where whoever put it in wrong. And if you go back and just type it in yourself, it may turn out to be a different point value. Now, and I went online to look. I went to Hungry Girl. I think it's Hungry Girl. And then I went to another Weight Watchers thing. I can't remember, but it says all veggies, well, most veggies are 0 points. and it gave you a list of them. Broccoli and cauliflower, spaghetti squash was on there. Carrots is on there, even though when you scan carrots, it comes up as 2 smart points, but it's on there. So I'm trying to go by what Weight Watchers says, but when I scan it in my scanner, it came up that points. So again, this is always helpful, because what if my nutritional information is wrong and I don't have my packaging? Then I can just go in here and see what my calories are, the fats, and then I can put it into my tracker that way. And so for those of you who've been following me, I use the iTrack Bites app. I don't have Weight Watcher app because I'm not officially Weight Watcher person. So that was a great little gift, and I was excited to get that. I just throw that in my purse to just be able to go and do what I need to do. With saying that, I have a scale victory and a non-scale victory. So I'm using Mondays as my weigh-in day. Now I weigh every day just because it's something I want to do. But Mondays is my write it down in my planner. This is how much I weigh day. So I got on the scale this morning, and I'm the lowest I've been in over a year, I'm sure. I got on the scale this morning at 210.8. 210.8. Yay me. My heaviest weight was 250. My starting weight for the Weight Watchers journey I'm on now was 226.4 when I weighed, and 227 when my nutritionist, when I weighed on her scale. So if I look at 226 or 227 and now I'm 210, that's 16 to 17 pounds so far. Yay me. So that's my scale victory. And then when I was in the hallway this morning, one of my coworkers walked by and she said, "Oh my goodness, you are losing so much weight." So somebody's noticing it. I don't know if my second chin or third chin is gone, but whatever, somebody noticed. Yay. I felt good about that. I was looking at my neck, just like, is my neck getting skinny? I don't know. I got to figure out somewhere where I'm feeling that I'm losing weight. And I feel good. I feel good in my spirit. I feel good in my body. Do have still some body aches, but I think that's just because I'm getting older. And I'm, my body's just getting older. And so I have to take care of it better than I was before. So going back to the Weight Watchers 210.8, I'm so excited. Let me share with you some faves for Weight Watchers. This is the Torani sugar-free. This is the flavoring syrup. This is with Splenda. 2 tablespoons of this is 0 smart points. This is the Schmore brand. I really like this one. This one was really good. So this bottle lasted me for a long time because, again, I do flavored coffee in the morning, but I only allow myself that one flavored coffee. And since I discovered the cashew milk, the unsweetened vanilla cashew milk, which is 25 calories, I've been doing flavored cashew milk in the morning, and I haven't had coffee. So that is a deterrent to me to drinking coffee, is if I can do the flavored cashew milk. I'm just trying. But if I flavor my milk, I don't flavor the coffee in the day. Or if I flavor the coffee, then I don't flavor the milk. So I'm only allowing myself one indulgence of the flavor, even though it's 0 smart points. So I love that one. And then the Smuckers, this is sugar-free Sunday syrup, the caramel. I love this in my coffee or my milk. I don't care which one. This is 90 calories for 1 tablespoon. Let me see. No, 2 tablespoons. Y'all, I've been shorting myself a tablespoon. I've been shorting myself because I'm just reading this right now. For 2 tablespoons, y'all. I could have had 2 tablespoons. Maybe I can have 1 tablespoon in my milk and 1 tablespoon in my coffee. The things you find out when you read the labels. But it is 2 smart points. Maybe I was only having 1. Let me think this through though. But okay, so this one. This is found where the ice cream sundae topping things are. The reason I knew it was 2. The reason I've been only having 1 tablespoon is because I wanted to only use 1 point. That's why. I knew 2 tablespoons, I think, is 2 smart points. And I only wanted to count 1 smart point. That's why I was having 1 tablespoon. There it is. It's fixed. I'm not changing that because I do appreciate the sweet treat, but I would like to save that extra point for something else. And so I've been making a 2-point milk in the morning and a 1-point coffee because everything else I use is 0 smart points except the caramel syrup in my coffee. This right here is the Barista Cafe mocha flavored foam. This was a big fat no. I tried this several times and I just could not figure out what maybe I couldn't figure out the reasoning behind this. But it did not do anything for my coffee, and so I decided that I don't want to do that anymore ever. So that was a no for me. If you love it, good. I didn't love it. I am going to be home for the summer, so I got this. I was in Target, and I wanted to have, you know how Fly Lady has a control journal? I wanted to have a home calendar, a calendar just for everything home. I have a happy planner. This is what I normally use. I use the happy planner, which I absolutely love. I need to get a new cover for this. Maybe I'll just flip it over and just use that one. I'm not real sure, but I need a new cover. But anyway, that's not pressing. But I love my happy planner. I love the monthly spread, and then I love the fact that it has the morning, afternoon, and evening, even though sometimes I don't use it for that. What I've been doing mostly over the last week is just tracking my points, because sometimes when I'm at school, because of the signal, I can't use my scanner, so I've just been writing it down. And I put down my shopping days and all other types of things I don't want to forget. And I love that. But this does not have lines. So this is more of a personal planner, personal, church, work, those types of things, home, school, where the kids are going to be. For me, this is the Day Designer. Isn't it pretty? I love this. Black and white. It's kind of, it's at home with Niggy. All of her stuff is black and white, the crisp, the classic. I just love that. But I also love the layout of this. So it has the monthly spread, you know, just the monthly spread on 2 pages. And then I'm probably going to do a planner video. I'm going to try. I'll try to get it in. Then it has the weeks. It has the week on a 2-page spread. And the reason I like it is because it has a quote, and this for the first week of July is, "Write it on your heart that every day is the best day of the year." That's Ralph Waldo Emerson. It has my top 3 priorities for the day. Then my schedule. It gives me kind of a little agenda from 6A to 7P. And then at the bottom, it has boxes for tonight. And I think what I'm going to do there is put in my meal plan, what I plan to have. Then on the left side over here, it has the to-do list. Then it has a gratitude where I can write down things I'm thankful for. You know, I'm doing 1,000 gifts and writing down things I'm thankful for. It has a note section and then things I need to be thinking about for next week. So it says that this is the planner plus the daily agenda combined. The planner and the daily agenda. And one of my favorite planners was the Cambridge planner that had the times of day, like from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and I could just write down my stuff. So I really do love this one. I'm going to be using it mainly for the house, meals, menu plans, groceries, things like that. And my happy planner, I'll use that for taking it with me different places or whatever. But with that, I belong to a planner group on Facebook, and we decided to do a pocket exchange. And with the pocket exchange, there were only 4 of us that actually decided to do it, and I'm behind. I have not done mine yet because we're inundated with school and everything, but I'm going to do it this weekend and send it off. My person's in Mississippi. How awesome is that, right? So I got my little pocket mail today, and the lady that I got mine from, her name is Donna. These are washi samples, or samples of washi, and then she made all these stickers, and these are washi as well. But let me just show you some. If you're a planner person, you will appreciate these. Some of the things that she has in here that I am so excited about because I am going to be using these. So this is about car insurance. I need to put, you know, when my car insurance is due, I can put that in. This is my daily spending tracker, and it gives you Monday through Sunday. Here's my water. other ones. Oh, this one I thought I could do. I could cut little pieces of this for my 8 bottles of water and just do a check off. And then she gave me some payday stickers. So all of these were so neat and cute, and I was excited. The kids and I always forget to put the trash can out on Thursdays, so I am going to, she gave me some trash day stickers that I'm going to just be using. So anyway, I'm going to link her information. She makes all the stickers herself. If you're interested, she does have an Etsy shop. And she made this washi. Let me see if I can show you guys this. This one washi at the bottom of this. Let me see if I can show you. Can you see that? This washi right here. She did the washi with the days of the week on it. So I could actually rip those off and I could put those, you know, in a planner if I wanted to. But there was just some really cute ones in here. She has some for recycling. She has some for, oh, this one was a cute one. This is for dinner. So I could take these and stick this in that other meal planner and write in what I'm having for dinner on there. So she did real good. And those one with the checkoff boxes, I could actually put that in depending on how many boxes I have and use that as my weekly points for Weight Watchers, since I get 42 weeklies, and I can just check off how many points I've used if I want to do it that way. But she does a really great job. She did some with the top 3. You know, if you, the Happy Planner does not have this one in there, but I can actually put that in as the top 3 for each day of the week and just write in my top 3 priorities. I mean, she just filled this thing up chock full. That is just crazy. And I love it. I love it. I love all these stickers. She has my electric bill when it's due, cable bill due. So this is going to actually help me a whole lot. And then she has some of these that are just kind of peel off stickers, and I can make, like, you know, my 1, 2, and 3 things I need to, you know, priorities. I've been watching a lot of planner videos, and that's been real good. I use the 365 Create from Me and My Big Ideas for my Happy Planner, and I actually need to find the Faith ones and the Mom ones, Mom Life, or Faith Life and Mom Life. I have not been looking yet, so I'm going to do that. But and those are a little bit pricey. What I have had, y'all, this is my planner. This is my sticker collection. I can't even unroll it. It's so full. And I just collect these things in here. I've had them for years and years. It's not anything I have gotten recently. Those are my watches. I like to do the planning. Sometimes I just don't have time for it. So I've collected things for years and years. But I actually was at the dollar store, and I got some of these dollar store stickers. And I was like, I could put these in just as well as, you know, buying these other ones, and they work out just as fine. So what I did was I put in some of the Dollar Tree ones, and this is what my spread ended up looking like just for the week. And these are just Dollar Tree ones. So I've got Pretty. This came from the Dollar Tree. Over here I've got Imagine and Have Fun. This one was another Dollar Tree one. All of those came from the Dollar Tree. This is Washi. I put, oh, these little hearts came from the Dollar Tree. I just, you know, made it my own. I found something that would work for us, and it just works. And it's saving me on money. And actually, I have already had those from years ago just sitting in my little thing that I can utilize. So some of the ones that I got from Dollar Tree look like this, you know, where it's just Be Awesome, and I can rip those off and just stick them in there. Every Moment Captured, my favorite moments. So different things, you know, you can make the little headers instead of having washi, or you can just cut it out so it's a thinner strip than what it is now. But I just thought this was a good use of my funds back in, you know, when I only had limited funds. So it's working out for me. Anywho, last couple things I wanted to share. Again, the book of James. That's what the ladies and I are studying. This is Be Mature. It's on the book, based on the book of James. And then 1,000 Gifts from Ann Voskamp. I'm still working on this one. Have not gotten as far as I would like, but I do have a couple additional things that I'm putting in here. Thing number 30 that I'm thankful for is price matching and coupons. 31 is Children That Make Me Smile. 32, prayers that come to your mind to remind you of God's covenant promises. 33 is mechanical pencils that always provide me with a sharp edge for writing. 52 is honking pigs. 59 is this book to write down things I'm thankful for. 60 was relaxing Saturdays. 67 is unexpected thank you notes. Text messages is 68. Facebook group and friends is 69. New planner is 73. Bike rides and running puppies, that's 75. So we've got to get Miss Grace out to actually exercise her legs and get her moving. And with doing that, with my knee, I can't run as fast as what Grace wants to run. So I can walk her, but she pulls because she really wants to get out there and run. So what the kids and I decided to do, Jackson was riding his bike, sister was riding her scooter, and she has another bike in there. I said, well, get the bike out and let's see if she will let me ride while she runs. And it worked out very well. We had a little rough start. She would pull, and sometimes she will just pull the bike, and I'm like, okay, not so fast, not so fast. But I can ride, which gives me some extra exercise points, and it gives her a good stretch of her legs. And we do our neighborhood a couple of times around, so she can get a good stretch of her legs and just exercise and get some of that energy out. She is still a new puppy. So that book, I just picked that up from Walmart. It was only like $1.47. And then actually I got a couple other ones from Walmart that were $1.47. So if I can just throw these in my purse, I can use these for my Bible study, for journaling, or actually, you know, they make neat little gifts you can just give to somebody. Hey, I was thinking about you. Really feel like you need to put some thoughts down on paper. Here's something to do it with, you know. So those, there was a lot of information tonight, but I really felt good. I think that's why I did so much, because I feel really good. I really feel good in my spirit, and I just want to share that with people. So thank you so much for stopping by our channel. If you are not subscribed here, hit the red subscribe button and the little bell so you never miss an update from us. We'd love to keep you around as a part of our YouTube family. We are just in awe of God and how He has blessed our channel. We're almost at 1,800 subscribers, y'all. That's crazy. 1,800. I remember when I had 18, and now we're almost at 1,800. Yay! That's exciting. So anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this video or other videos like this, give us a thumbs up. Just says, hey, we liked your video. And until we meet again on a Monday, bye.